then you're in luck, because I just started my day and I wanted to share a little bit of knowledge and wisdom, hopefully, that you can take and make your day exactly what you want it to be. Now, today, a lot of people are already at work. A lot of people are going to work. I'm getting ready to start myself. And I wanted to talk about who you are becoming as you go to your job, as you continue to engage in whatever activity it is that you're doing when you get there, whatever value you're creating by going to work, that value is creating a paycheck for you. But more than that, the activity itself that you're doing is turning you into a better version of yourself, hopefully. It's allowing you to gain more knowledge and gain more skills just by doing the same thing that you do at your job every single day. Hopefully, there's multiple skill sets that you're acquiring as you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. And that's what I want you to really focus in on today. If you're working, I don't care what it is, what industry, what position, what title you hold, what the name of the company is, the work that you're doing, is that work getting you any better? Is that providing value that you can use at your job? And in the case that maybe the job decides that maybe there's somebody that's better qualified to do that job better than you, and they say, hey, one day you get to work and they say, hey, today's the last day, you have to go because there's somebody else that's more capable of doing this job. Let's just say you were working there for 5 years, 10 years. The amount of work that you've put in that 5 year time span, that 10 year time span, should hopefully have generated a lot of familiarity with that activity. And because you've done so many reps, you should be maybe even an expert or better than a beginner. Enough information where you can teach, train, show somebody exactly what you've learned in that 5 year, 10 year span, and be able to provide value, be able to give them a roadmap, if you will, that they can take if they were looking to join that industry, if they're looking to increase and improve their skill sets in that area. I always think if we're learning truly on the job, then we can teach that job to somebody else. We can teach that skill set to somebody else. But sometimes we have to be willing. We have to be in a position where we see the value of helping somebody and giving them that information because it will help them in their situation. So, perfect example, most jobs don't allow you to leverage, even though at your job you're more than likely being leveraged in some form, because the owner of the company has multiple employees. Those multiple employees might be doing a different task ultimately to make sure that the mission, the vision of the company comes to life. So let's just take maybe a construction company. Multiple people might be, lifting and moving sand and cement and making sure that there's concrete, there's cement that they're going to maybe create blocks with. And then some people may be wheeling those blocks to the foundation. Some people may be working on the foundation, but there's a team, and that team is working towards making sure that house is built. Not everybody might have the same skill sets. Like, for example, those guys that are building the foundation, they're not going to be the same guys framing the windows. Anton, what's happening? They're not going to be the same ones, doing the landscaping. Multiple people, when it comes to building a house or building a community, multiple people come together. They have different skill sets, but there's one person more than likely that's keeping the project together, right? And that person, if he's able to do the foundation, if he's able to do the framing, if he's able to do the plumbing, if he's able to do all of these different pieces, then that person's skill set, he can now teach, train, show other people how to do that. And now, instead of having to do it all by himself, he has a team of people. Put those ones. He has a team of people that can now spread the work and get it done quicker, more efficiently, because now instead of focusing on 10 different things, I might be able to focus on one and focus on that one so well that I do such a great job that I don't need to do anything else. Anytime that there's a house being built, they just want me to come and frame the windows, right? So if you're really good at framing the windows, if you're really good at doing the foundation, if you're really good at any piece of that project, you can teach multiple people how to be just as good or better at that same piece that you have mastered. And that's what it's all about. What is it that you're mastering on your job? What skill set can you transfer to somebody else and duplicate that in a different environment and build something? Right now, I'm getting ready to start working. In 6 minutes, I have an appointment to talk to folks about insurance. Not the most exciting topic, but think about how much money is spent in the insurance industry and how much people have been denied care because they couldn't afford it. When I think about what I was watching yesterday, was a topic about prior authorization. And now I'm looking at it like, wow, if people just went and researched and Googled prior authorization, and when it comes to healthcare and understand that, that would be beneficial to people. But a lot of people don't want to take the time to invest in learning things that can actually affect their pocketbooks, that could actually affect their household. But they'll spend time on things that have no meaning when it comes to what they want to do, when it comes to what they want to build, what they want to have, the security that they say they want their family to have. Something like understanding how healthcare works. Do you think that that's a topic that might be beneficial if you want to put yourself in a position where you can provide value and maybe have that value pay you? Because sometimes I think a lot of people are looking to take, and there's not enough giving in the process. So I want to encourage you, if you're watching today, what skill set have you developed along the way that you can share with somebody, that you can teach somebody? And sometimes, again, they're willing to pay for it. They're actually looking for the teacher. And because you haven't stepped up and said, hey, I have that value, I have that information, the knowledge that you're looking for, I can help you with. That person's still searching. Some people are actually praying that you would show up and help them with the experiences that you've gone through, with the knowledge that you've already picked up. And it's just having a conversation. The same way I'm having a conversation, sharing information with you, hopefully it's valuable. Hopefully you'll take this and get moving so that you can start providing some value to somebody else. Every single day we have an opportunity, but it's a choice. Whether we share, whether we talk to people, whether we include them in the discussions that we're having, or whether we say, you know what, this is my conversation, this is my information, this is my knowledge, so I have to use it and I'm not sharing it. Anyway, it's Monday and it's about time for me to hop on my 9 o'clock meeting. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope you are working on adding more value with the things that you're doing in other people's lives, because right now, hopefully you're getting information and it's creating more aha moments, and then you can take that information, create more ahas for other people. One team, one dream, man. I believe we're in a world where a lot of people aren't necessarily looking after uplifting other people, but I think that's so important today more than ever. We need to find ways that we can just share with one another, uplift one another. If I'm working on something that's not exactly what you're working on, that's okay. You can work on yours and I can work on mine. And if we bring it all together, we can create something, I believe, much greater than individually what we're doing. So let's find ways to connect. Let's find ways to uplift, again, is the most important thing, and not tear down. It takes the same amount of energy. So I'd rather uplift and share and spread positivity. And with that, man, I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to make some more videos that are going into more detail on how we can provide value. Some of the things that we're already doing currently that we could just tweak a little bit and it can start being more valuable and even compensating us at the same time. So stay productive. I'll talk to you guys soon. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and hit that bell notification so that you are notified whenever I go live or post and upload new content. Talk to you soon. Peace.